ukuthi la siyakhona we still have a long way to go bathi into lendlela kodwa ukuthi izinto sizolunga zilungiswa ubani umphakathi angisho thatha diye thatha aye diye amandla uyazi mina ngijabulela ukuthi bathi sometimes sibe sihamba la endlini shem ngimbonile ukuthi uze waphatheka kabe umholi wami ngoba abanye abantu bakhala inyembezi angisho niyazi bayakhala kunzima kodwa singalahli ithemba kufuneka sihlale siyazi ukuthi thina silwela laba yabona laba abancane laba kuthi nabo kusasa mabafika bathole ukuthi kukhona into bangayilwela nabo ngoba masinga give up akusase manje what about the future laba thatha diye thatha aye diye manje bathi nami ngingakhuluma isikhathi eside ngoba namhlanje sifuna ukulalela nathi ubaba wethu ukuthi usiphatheleni uJohn Steenhuisen ngiyabona noqolaniso uyangisondela nje John, this is our first SRC president la Mpumalanga. Tata diye tata. Aye ngiyabonga kakhulu. Ngiyabonga.
Ujenilo hawazio hawazangela ujenilo hawazio hawazangela
manje sizo-introduce ispeaker esilandelayo ekungubaba uBosman Grobler eze ngaphambili uleader yethu osivakashela namuhla uxolo ubaba uJohn Steenhuisen sicela ukuthi bekaphakama besike bese yacula futhi ujonilo amazio amazangela ujonilo amazio amazangela
Kunjani namhlanje? Kwesisha namhlanje, ne? It's great to be with all of you today. But I want to start off by saying there was a radio show last night on the radio. And you know what they said? The lady there said that the DA is a party for the Abalungu. I want you to come here today because it's easy to sit in 702 station when you're not on the ground. Is this a party for Abalungu? No! Unamanga nanje. Namanga. This is the party. This is our party. This is the DA. It's a party for all South Africans. Now they said as well that there's some leaders leaving the DA. Where's Baba Masango? There's Baba Masango. He's going nowhere. There's Jane Sitole. She's going nowhere. There's Trudy. She's going nowhere. Where's our councillors? Where's all the councillors? They're going nowhere. They're out there working hard for you every single day to fight for a better future for you. But today we're here for Human Rights Day. So everyone can say, Happy Human Rights Day. Happy Human Rights Day. Happy Human Rights Day. But we also remember today those South Africans who laid down their lives at Sharpeville fighting against oppression and fighting for freedom. And so to all of those and their families and their memory, we say today, thank you, we respect you, we honor your contribution. Is that right? Because we wouldn't be a democracy today if that generation of South Africans didn't pick up the fight for freedom in South Africa. And we're grateful for it. But we've had freedom since 1994 now. But the next fight has to be against poverty. That's the fight for our generation. Our generation has to end poverty in South Africa. Because too many South Africans are poor. Ayikho imsebenzi. Ayikho ikudla. And every year the grants come in, the grants, who here gets a grant, a social welfare grant, or child support grant, who gets grant? Put up your hand if you get grant, you all get grant. Now it's going to go up next month by 4.5%. And that's good, it must go up.
Sorry, John.
Yeah.
The old people don't hear, they asked someone
cool.
I can interpret
Sure,
for you.
good, go for it. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you want to go?
Yeah. We need a second mic. So
A second mark, there we go.
Akake ngizokhuluma nangesintu ngesindebele khona umuzwa ukuthi uthini umkhosi. Aha. Yeah.
Okay.
We can start again.
So I said that the fight in the previous generation was for freedom.
Ipi esikhathi esidluleyo bengekululeko.
The fight for our generation must be against poverty and hunger and unemployment.
Ipi yethu yanje ukuthi singabi nomthako singabulawa indlala sibe nemibereko.
Because too many of our households are poor, too many households don't have work, and too many households are going to bed hungry every night.
Imizi eminingi iyathaka. Imizi eminingi balala bangakadli. Emzini eminingi akuberekwa.
And so next month the social grant goes up by 4.5%.
Igranti iyakhuphuka nge-4.5% inyanga ezayo.
But the bad news is that igesi up 11%.
Into ebuhlungu ukuthi igranti nayikhuphuka nge-4.5%, igezi yona ikhuphuka nga-11.5%. Loyithenga ngani?
Petrol 9.6%.
Ipetrol mhlolo iye phezulu nge-9.6%.
And so you're going to have a grant, but there's going to be less that you can buy for it.
Unomrholo mara kuncane ozokuthenga ngomrholo loyo noma ukhutshilile.
So we're fighting in Parliament now to get them to make the fuel price lower. Why is that important? Because when the fuel price goes up, the taxi price and the bus fare goes up. And it's more expensive to get to town.
Siyalwa eParliament ukuthi behlise ipetrol ngoba ipetrol neyikhuphukako yonke into yakhuphuka abantu ke bakhona ukuphila.
And we've told President Ramaphosa to take the VAT off meat and chicken.
Simbawile uPresident Ramaphosa ukuthi iVAT ayisuse enyameni ukuthi abantu bakhona ukuyithenga.
And we've said drop the sugar tax because it makes sugar too expensive.
Leswikiri nayo simbawile that i-tax akhona yehle abantu bakhona ukuyithenga iswikiri.
Why is this important? It's important because the price of food is going up. The price of food is going up.
Kubaluleke ngani lokho? Kubaluleke ngokuthi uma kune-tax izinto zidura kakhulu abantu ke bakhona ukuzithenga.
Who uses cooking oil here in their home? Who? 28%. It's increased in 1 year. 28%.
Maye ikhuphuka 28% yonke ifish oil ngoba busy uyithenga.
Who uses sugar?
Ubani owenza iswikiri la? Ubani owenza iswikiri? Sonke.
Sugar's gone up by 6 rand per bag.
nge-R6 ugodla.
Who here has tin fish, pilchard? Pilchard.
Thenga iplekele fesi pilchard.
Lucky Star.
I-Lucky Star.
Who uses Lucky Star here?
Bani owenza i-Lucky Star? Bani odla ifesi ye-Lucky Star endlane? Yayini.
It used to be 15 rand. It's now 24 rand for a tin.
15 rand nje sayi-24 rand ayidura kakhulu wethu.
So how do you afford with your grant or your old age pension to pay for food at the end of the month?
Uzokhona njani-ke ngegranti ekhuphuka kuphela nge-4.5% ukuthenga zonke izinto nesezidura kangaka na?
And so we've got to fight to bring the prices down, and we've got to fight to make the cabinet smaller because they spend too much money on the ministers. And the ministers have forgotten about this area. When last did you see a government minister here in this community?
Sizobulwa ukuthi zehliswe silwe nokuthi eParliament amaminister lamanengi khulu ngoDeputy bona bangapheliko banengi bakhamba ngama-blue light bagcine nini ukuzala de babe bancane ukuthi nikhona ukuthi nithole ukoyini imali.
They don't come here because they're too embarrassed to tell you that they konchonche mali.
Banamahloni ukuzala ngoba basawukunitshela ukuthi bebanebela imali bebeba imali.
And they're full of corruption. Full of corruption. Full of corruption. And when they're stealing the money, as Zondo showed us that they're stealing the money, when they're stealing the money, they're not stealing government money, they're stealing your money. That's your money. That's what they're stealing.
Beba imali yenu nozono commission usitshengisile ukuthi hey masala labantu ayeba.
And they are full up. That cabinet is full up of corruption. It's full to the top with people who don't care. They corrupt, they steal, they're not worried about looking after you. That's the truth.
Ikabinet ekhona le hayi niyazi masela bonke akekho ngavelanga kukomithana ukuthi webeni into yabo ukuthi bathathe imali zenu bazifake emkhwanyeni zabo bazithengele bona nezihlobo zawo nabantwana babo kuphela nina nisale nomxhako.
And that cabinet is making you poor and it's making them very, very rich. Very rich.
Ikabinet le ngoba iyanebela bazenza ukuthi bona babodwa vele badlisa imbala lepondo nina likhake kube budisi nihloke indlela nihloke yonke into.
So we've said to President Ramaphosa, you must fire those ministers who aren't working for the people. You must fire those ministers who are stealing the money for the people. And we must fire those ministers who don't care about you.
Simtshayile yo Ramaphosa. Simtshayile ukuthi abaxotshe abominister ababanebelako abanganandaba nani abezi kini abaxotshe ngoba ayikho into abanenzela yona.
Because our job now is to get a government that's going to work for the people and make the people better off, not the politicians better off. Because let me tell you, you can't have human rights if you're hungry, you're unemployed, or you can't afford to send your children to school. There's no human rights in that.
Simtshelileke ukuthi ke akukhoneki ukuthi abantu baphile ngomhlaba. Ngoba abantu baphile ngomhlaba, bangakhonisa abantwana beenkolweni, bangakhona ukuzenzela, banganalitho. Ayilungi leyo nto.
And so today, I want to announce that our party is declaring war on poverty. We're going to do everything that we can to make sure we beat poverty in our generation. Because when we beat poverty, we start to move the country forward again. And we're going to claim our poverty because we see what poverty does to people. The young lady I was with earlier who was crying because all she wants is a job. She doesn't want to live on grants. She wants a job. She said if she just has a job, she'll be able to have a future.
Ngizwe umhlungu namhlanje nengivakathela emzini ngahlangana nomntazana othi yena angifuni okunye, angifuni mina igrant, angifuni into yana enganambe, ngifuna umbereko ozongenza ukuthi ngibe umuntu ongcono, ngikhona ukulandela amabhudango wami, ngibereke.
And we're going to give a voice to the family I sat with earlier whose roof has been broken for years. They've got one of these things on the roof for years. The roof is broken. They've got a disabled daughter. The father is a pensioner and he got hurt when the roof fell in and nobody cares. Nobody's been back to fix the roof.
Besila, unomuzi la, umzi loya, solo, ihlaka lakhona laphukako, laphukako lalimaza nobaba wangapho, banomntwana oholopheleko, solo minyaka neminyaka, akekho umuntu omhelebhayo manje thina sizomlwela sihlangano DA ukuthi kekubonelelwe ngalomuzi.
But I'm going to tell you today that the DA is not just about talk. We're not just about talk, because if you look at the t-shirts, the DA gets things done. The DA
gets things done.
So I'm going to be going before I leave today, and we're going to make a commitment that we are going to fix the roof of that house. Because government's not doing it. We're going to fix it.
Emzilo asiyobathembisa ukuthi sidiye ngoba senza izinto zenzeke, idiye izinto zenzeke, siyobahelebha ukuthi iroof yabo leya ilungiswe.
Because that's how you make change in South Africa. You don't talk, you do. And if government stopped talking and doing, we'd be in a far better place today. So we're going to give that family their dignity back. We're going to give them a proper roof so they don't have to sit with the plastic on top of that roof for a day longer.
Thina njengediye asikhulumi kuphela, sikhathele mbuso omane ukhulume utshela abantu amanga. Thina senza izinto zenzeke, siyathembisa ukuthi siyazibophelela lapha kini ukuthi lo muzi loya nizobona iroof akhona seyilungisiwe, ilungiswa ngithi DA ngoba thina senza izinto zenzeke. We get things done.
And so I want you all to join us on this Human Rights Day and help us to declare war on poverty, so that when we are old and madala and our hair is grey and our children are the age we are now, we can say we started to fight poverty and we've beaten poverty in South Africa. Our children are going to a good school. I have a roof and a house over my head. I've got a job. I can make sure that we all go to bed with a full stomach every day. That's what dignity is. That's what human rights is. That's what the future is. That's the fight that we need to have. And I want you all to join us in that fight. Who's going to join us in ending poverty? Who's going to join us in ending poverty? So what are we going to do? We're going to end poverty. We're going to fight poverty. And we're going to make sure that people have work that they've got a future and they've got dignity, because that's what human rights is about.
Abantu banesiphuzi, abantu balala badlile, abantu banempilo, amabhuda ngawo wayawafikelela.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu.
Siyathokoza.
Thanks, brother. Thank you, SRC Chair.
Ayilalanga.